many of us will be heading to the beach this summer with family and friends. Do you have any beach etiquette tips to share with us?
Well, at Expedia, we do this report every year called the Flip Flop Report, where we talk to people in 17 different countries and we look at their attitudes and their behaviors about the beach. And one of the things that we find is that while we may have differences all around the world, the one thing we can agree on is who we hate to run into at the beach. So the first worst person to run into is the slob. They have their garbage everywhere. They bring the seagulls to the beach, just total disaster. The second is the inattentive parents, no surprise, people who just have their children running wild. And the third is the sand flinger. So Candace, imagine you're laying there, you just put on your fresh sunscreen, and the person next to you picks up their sandy towel and shakes it out right next to you, flinging sand all over your body and leaving you sort of sticky and sand covered. So everybody hates those people.
And when it comes to a late summer beach vacation, what are the most sought after destinations?
Well, what we found is, the number one thing, regardless of destination, is people want a deal. As part of the Flip Flop Report, we discovered that Americans spend 53% more when they're in their vacation destination than anybody else around the world. And that means if you're gonna spend that much in the destination, you need to save a lot going in to kind of balance that out. So right now, if you're looking to sort of travel in August, let's say, you're in the sweet spot of 21 to 30 days out, going to places like LA, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. That's the best time to book. So if you're looking in early August, those are places to consider. And August and September are great times to go to more exotic beach destinations. So places like Greece and Croatia, it's a great time to go. And, even better this year because the US dollar is so much stronger than the euro, so your money will really stretch.
And when is the best time to get the best deals?
Well, regardless of when you book, because it changes sort of depending on the destination, but regardless of when you book your flight and your hotel at the exact same time, just by bundling those two things together, just like bundling your cable and your internet or bundling your home insurance and your car insurance. By bundling your flight and hotel together, you can save on average across all destinations up to about $600. And in big resort destinations, so places like the Caribbean and Mexico and Hawaii, you can save more like $800 to even $1,100. So that's huge savings.
Definitely. And traveling can be very stressful at times, especially when taking a last-minute trip. Do you have any travel hacks that will help travelers get where they're going smoothly?
Well, the thing I tell all of my friends and family if they're traveling internationally is always check your passport expiration date against the travel rules for wherever you're going. So you'd be surprised how many places require that your passport is still valid 3 to 6 months beyond your arrival date into that country. So that's one that you always want to check to make sure that you can really get in and you can really complete your trip.
And do you have any additional tips or information you'd like to share with us?
The only other thing I would say is when you go to Expedia.com or you download the Expedia mobile app, always log into the site. There's this new thing called member-only deals that when you log in, magically about 70,000 hotels are 10% or even as high as 25% off versus what they would have been if you had just sort of searched without logging in.
And where can we go for more information on everything you mentioned?
Go to Expedia.com or download the Expedia mobile app for more information and for great deals.
Well, thank you as always, Sarah. It was great chatting with you again. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Candace. Safe travels.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.